What's up, awesome YouTubers? Ryan1988 or Justin back here to do a video for you all. I hope you're all doing well out there. And today I'm here to talk about 5 reasons why I love John Carpenter's Halloween. So I hope you enjoy this video. Obviously, there's so many other things that I could talk about when it comes to John Carpenter's Halloween. But here are 5 things or 5 reasons why I love this movie. So here's number 1 for you all, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So number 1 for me is definitely the cast of this movie. I love everybody in it. Great acting all around. And, they feel like your everyday people that would be in a small town of Illinois. From Dr. Loomis, Donald Pleasance, he's a psychiatrist in this movie, the doctor hunting down Michael. Just a fantastic performance, so many quotable lines. Definitely the highlight of this movie is Donald Pleasance in the film. But on top of that, you have the introduction of Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, who we would get to know throughout the series, and Jamie Lee Curtis as an actress. And then you have PJ Soles, Nancy Kyes, Charles Cyphers. So the cast is great here, and I really love them. The second thing I love about John Carpenter's Halloween is, just the behind the scenes of this movie, the filming process of it. It's really cool to hear about, them having to pick up all the fall leaves when they were done shooting, how this movie was filmed in California, but they wanted to make it feel like, a fall, Illinois. I think overall they really pulled it off. I think there's definitely like moments where you see like a palm tree or something. So it doesn't feel like Illinois completely, but you do get that atmosphere. And going back to the filming of it, it's amazing how they were able to pull this off and make the movie what it is today. And for me, I love behind the scenes stuff. I love watching it. I love hearing it. And so the behind the scenes of this movie, I love. My third reason why I love John Carpenter's Halloween is definitely John Carpenter as the director and Deborah Hill as the writer. Now, they both did write this movie. John Carpenter wrote a lot of the kills and the suspense and the dialogue between Dr. Loomis and the other side characters in this movie, like, Sheriff Brackett, played by the late Charles Cyphers. And then you had Deborah Hill write all of the, teenage dialogue between Laurie, Linda, and Annie. And it all works well. Again, when you look at this movie, these are characters that feel like, your everyday characters in a small town in Illinois. Going to the directing, I really love the directing in this. It's suspenseful when it wants to be. It's fun when it wants to be, When I talk about fun, I talk about the moments where, you have, Annie, Linda, and Laurie just walking down the street talking about high school stuff. So it does have a great balance of the directing and the writing in this movie. And it's one of the highlights for me, and one of the things I love about Halloween. My fourth thing that I love about John Carpenter's Halloween is the suspense in the movie. Now, this movie doesn't rely on the blood and the gore that other slasher movies would do in the 80s. In fact, I don't really even think you see gore in this movie. It definitely just relies on good suspense. That comes from the directing and the writing as well, but also the cinematography. It's a very suspenseful movie. Now, if you're somebody today who has never seen Halloween, you might not think that this movie is scary, but for me, watching it at the age of 8 on the USA channel for the very first time, I thought this movie had really good suspense and scares in it. Moments where Laurie is going across the street in the third act to see what's going on with Annie, Linda, and Bob, to find them upstairs dead in one of the bedrooms, and to see the Judith Myers tombstone behind Annie's lifeless body. are scary moments in the film. Michael Myers, coming out of the shadows in the bedroom when Laurie is, crying after seeing the passing of her friends. Those are scary moments for me and for, me as well, very suspenseful. And at the time, that was scary stuff. Again, would it be scary today? Possibly not for people who have never seen it, but for me, the suspense and the scares are one of the reasons I love this movie. And lastly, my fifth favorite thing I love about John Carpenter's Halloween, of course, is Michael Myers himself. This character would become an icon in the horror movie genre. It's a character that we still talk about today. No matter what version of Michael Myers we have seen, the good and the bad, it is an iconic character. And it all started with this movie. And, one of the things I love about the film is the fact that, behind the scenes, they were trying to figure out what mask would go with Michael Myers. Originally, I believe it was like a Groucho mask, and then they decided to go with the classic mask that we have now. It was a William Shatner mask that, between painting the face white, changing the hair, shaping the eyes different, they made it the iconic character that we all know today within the horror movie genre. And this is one of the scariest moments we have had with Michael Myers in the franchise. Well, I hope you enjoyed my 5 reasons why I love John Carpenter's Halloween. And stay tuned for more videos like this where I talk about 5 reasons why I love other horror movies. Horror movies are my favorite type of films to watch. I love a good thriller as well, so you're going to see thrillers on this too. And I'm going to cover the entire Halloween franchise. It is my favorite horror movie franchise, and I'm sure even with the not so great Halloween movies that I can come up with 5 reasons why I love those movies. Or 5 reasons why I love things in those movies. So stay tuned for more. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. So as always, you all are awesome, you all rock. In with the positive, out with the negative, and much love to you. Bye, everybody.